Hey everyone, before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more real life betrayal stories like this. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments after the story. I never imagined a few words could destroy everything I thought I knew about my life. But that morning, as I stared at my phone reading her text over and over, I realized just how fragile trust really is. I'm leaving. That's all it said. No explanation, no warning. Just those three words that shattered everything between us. I felt my chest tighten, the world narrowing down to the blinking cursor on my screen. My hand shook. My heart raced. I couldn't even bring myself to call her. What could I even say? I kept replaying the night before in my head, searching for clues I had missed. We had dinner at home, just the two of us. She smiled, laughed at my silly jokes, kissed me goodnight. Everything seemed normal. I had thought we were happy, but apparently, happiness can be an illusion. Over the next few days, I tried to make sense of it. I told myself maybe it was stress, maybe she just needed space. But then came the subtle signs, the ones I should have noticed earlier but dismissed as paranoia. Missed calls she forgot to return, texts she left unanswered, her phone always face down, buzzing quietly, and the occasional sudden laughter at a message she quickly hid from view. I started questioning myself. Was I imagining things? Was I being insecure? One evening, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed again. Against my better judgment, I picked it up. There was a string of messages from a man whose name I didn't recognize, but whose words cut deeper than any knife. Affectionate, intimate, the kind of words you never think you'll find in someone else's phone. I sat on the edge of our bed, frozen, reading every single message. I couldn't breathe. My mind raced, but every time I tried to confront her, I hesitated. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe there was an explanation. I wanted to believe it. I had to, but the lies stacked up. Little things I had brushed off now made sense. Her sudden late nights at work, the friend who always texted her in the middle of the night, the whispered conversations that stopped when I walked into the room. Every memory I cherished suddenly felt like a betrayal, and I couldn't tell which ones were real. Finally, I confronted her. I remember the way she looked at me, hesitant, guilty, almost relieved. She didn't deny it. She didn't cry or beg. She just said, quietly, "I've been unhappy for a long time. I thought I could fix it, but I can't. I'm leaving." Hearing her admit it shattered me in a way I didn't think was possible. Anger surged first, rage at her, at him, at myself for not seeing it sooner. Then came disbelief, then an overwhelming sadness that left me numb. She wasn't just leaving me physically. She was leaving all the years we had built, the trust we had shared, the life we had imagined together. In the days that followed, I went through our home like a ghost. I touched the items that used to feel warm, the coffee mugs we always shared, the photographs on the wall, the little notes she left in my pocket. Each one now felt like a lie, each memory tainted with betrayal. But amid the heartbreak, I also found clarity. I realized that holding on to anger or trying to understand her every motive would only keep me trapped. The truth hurt, yes, but it also set me free. I couldn't control her actions, but I could control how I responded. I started writing down my feelings, letting the pain pour onto the page, and slowly, the suffocating weight lifted. I went for long walks, revisiting the places we used to love together, not to relive the past, but to reclaim the world for myself. One evening, she came to gather her things. We didn't fight, didn't shout. She looked at me and whispered, "I'm sorry." That one word, simple yet heavy with regret, didn't heal the wounds, but it gave me closure. I nodded, held back tears, and finally let her go. Walking away from someone you love is the hardest thing you'll ever do, but sometimes it's the only way to protect your own heart. I learned that love can exist even when betrayal does. That pain doesn't erase the good moments, but it teaches you to guard your happiness more fiercely. Life didn't end with her leaving. Slowly, painfully, I began to rebuild. I learned to trust myself again, to find joy in small things, to cherish the people who value me. And somewhere deep down, I forgave, not for her, but for me, so I could move forward without the chains of resentment dragging me down. Her words shattered everything, yes, but they also gave me a chance to discover my own strength. And that I realized was worth every tear.